Rambling Hour with Lisa, Season 7, Episode 11. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today, Aurora said to me, "Do you have a sore throat?" And I said, "A bit." And she said, "Is that why you sound like Marge Simpson?" So I was like, "Oh, me." So yeah, my throat, I don't know what's going on with me. Like, I was better, and it's not as, like, the last 2 nights, it's been all right during the day, and then at night when I'm in my room or going to sleep, it's been really like a bit sore, and so I have no idea what is going on with my throat, but yeah, you'll just have to bear with the Marge Simpson voice. But if I don't know what else to say besides "Homie, Marge," and so that is why my voice is like that. I don't know specifically what's wrong. I'm not actually sick, but it's just a throat thing. Like, I mean, I don't like feel bad or whatever. I'm still functioning, but my knee is getting better, so I'm able to be out in the garden and do work in the garden. And I hope everybody has had a good week and that you're having a good day today. Samantha says, "It sounds rough. You need to take it easy." Yeah, well, yeah, but besides my rambling hour on Sundays like this, I mean, I talk to myself a bit, but not enough to, this is like, it's not, I don't think it's laryngitis or anything. I don't think I've been singing or talking too much, but I'm not sure what it is, but we'll see how it sounds in the next few days. So, like I said, I hope everybody has had a good week and that you're having a good day. As you can tell, the sun is still shining, and it's 8:07, and the sun is setting, like it's going down in the west, so I'll have it on my face a little bit, but as we know, it'll get a bit dark. I thought this was a good spot for me to do my live. I'm sitting on some of the garden furniture, but I know this doesn't really look that great, but it's an old like barrel barbecue, and it's open with plants growing in it, so this is the back of the top of it, so it looks better from the other side, but this still looks nice, and there's chairs here and a table for people to sit, but unfortunately I have a lot of space right here that I could put my head there and you can see nice stuff over here, but let's see what else is new. You might, if you listen really quietly, if I'm quiet, you can hear the stream beside me too. So this is where my stream starts, and eventually that'll be the fish pond. So let's listen. You hear the birds and you can hear the stream. So I want to apologize for last week. What happened was my headphones were in the kitchen, and I hadn't shut them off. So when I shut my Wi-Fi off on my live, it reconnected my phone to my headphones in the kitchen, so you were getting whatever noise was in the kitchen instead of being able to hear me and Erica talking. And that was for 45 minutes of the hour-long rambling hour. It was just us talking and nobody hearing us. I wish people would have let me know. So I hope that, besides the Marge Simpson voice, I hope you guys can hear me all right. What else? So it's Sunday, July 10th. Summer is going to go by way quick, and I love it, and I'm trying to enjoy the weather. And it's still 22 right now, and it's, like I said, it's after 8 p.m. here. So I'm really trying to enjoy the weather, because all too soon we know it's going to be gone. So I've been in the garden as much as I can be, doing some things in the house. Everybody's done school except Erica, but Erica will be done soon, because it's mid-July that school ends here. So that's exciting. Aurora went last week for a taster day for the college that she's going to go to, and she's going to be taking, I can't remember what it's called. It's something, oh my god, patisserie and something else. Like, it's baking. Like, she wants to go for cookery and baking. So, and she made these yummy cookies when she was there just for her taster day. So that happened last week. Hi, Jackie. And thanks, Samantha says that she can hear me. And so I'm assuming other people can hear me too. Thank you, Jackie. She says, beautiful garden, so peaceful. Yeah, as long as you don't have to hear me talking, it would be more peaceful. But you might hear banging in the background, and I'm, like I said, Thomas is out right now visiting an old mate that is from Poland. He was back visiting, and he's going back to Poland tomorrow, so Tom's out with his mate right now, so I'm babysitting the furry grandbaby, Nova, but she's playing. I can hear her in the living room playing with a bone, and it's making big bangs. So if you hear that, that's what that noise is in the background. But yeah, it is peaceful. As you can tell, I actually got ready for my live today, which feels really nice. And this shirt, I thought maybe it was one that I would get rid of after I put it on, but it's actually really cute, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna get rid of it after it looks better on than I thought it would, is what I'm saying. So, I don't know what my family's doing today. I know my little sister Tina texted me earlier, and her kids had a lemonade stand, and that was really, really sweet and cute. They had it with their neighbors. So the parents and the kids are friends, the neighbors, and the other neighbor, like her neighbors, had this. They built this like stage for puppet shows, and they used it for the lemonade stand. So they all made it in their neighborhood, and it was really, really cool. I'm glad that it worked out. It's a serious lemonade stand. Like, it even looked like they had a few different flavors. And thank you, Jackie. Jackie says the color suits me. So yes, so I know that that's what my sister was doing with the kids. I saw one of the pictures my sister sent me was my mom purchasing a lemonade from the stand, so I see that. So anyways, I put my partials in. I know you guys don't care, but I put them in, and I thought, well, because I'm not eating, I don't really need to put the fixidant in, like it's the polydent, whatever, like the stuff that sticks them to the in. But they keep slipping, so I guess I should have put it on. Samantha says, this is so cute. Tyler used to make lemonade. Well, that's what I said to my sister Tina, is that my girls used to ask to have a lemonade stand all the time. And okay, so actually I want to clarify this as well. So for Canadian and American viewers, you just saw Nova run back there. She's over here now. Hi, Nova. For Canadian and American viewers, lemonade is made with lemon juice, like you squeeze the lemon juice, and sugar and water. But here, lemonade in England and UK, lemonade is a fizzy drink, like with carbonation. So my kids always asked for a lemonade stand, but where we lived in Meath Park, there was only a population of 204 people in the village. So there was never, I was like, it's just not busy enough here for you guys to have a lemonade stand. Who would have, and we were on the last street of the village, like it would have taken forever for anybody to come to them. So my girls never really got to have a lemonade stand. But Tina said that this has been a dream for her kids and the neighbor kids. They've wanted it for years, so they finally get to have their lemonade stand. And I'll stick with my Coke. So, what else can I tell you guys? This week coming up, is there anything going on? No, last weekend we went to Steve's dad's, and then I did my live, and you guys saw Spencer with Samantha. On Tuesday, he'll be 12 weeks old, so it's almost 3 months old already. Samantha says, homemade lemonade is how you said it's made. Tyler used lemon, sugar, and water. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I've just had the argument with people here, because when you buy lemonade in the shop here in bottles, it's like a fizzy drink. But I see you made it at home like lemonade. And you still call it lemonade? I'm assuming so, because that's what you just said, but... So last week on my live, we had 154 views. I just checked it like about an hour ago before I started this, and I think that's probably because of baby Spencer. So, hi. Come here. Come here. Nova just came on over here on this side now. And Samantha says, yes, yep, still call it lemonade. You didn't see Nova. Hi, Nova, what are you doing? Hi. What a silly girl. Let's see if we see her passing by again. Nope, not yet, but we'll see. I don't really want her up on the seat beside me because it's like plasticky mesh, and she'd probably just, I don't know, fall through, maybe, I don't know. I leave this out all year, so it eventually is going to get rotten. Hi, baby, what's up? Do you want to come here? Samantha says, hopefully home tomorrow after being in the hospital with Spencer since Tuesday. Yes, Spencer had to go back into the hospital because he wasn't eating well, was it, Samantha? And then there was one more thing. Eating and, and his temperature. So, yes, hopefully tomorrow he's out. But you know what? It's okay if he's in the hospital as long as he's growing and healthy. But I know for your sake, you'd rather be at home. So, fingers crossed that he is all good to go and you guys can go back home tomorrow. I made quesadillas for supper today. I said this last week on my live, but you guys didn't hear it because it was the part that there was no sound. It's almost 2 years since 2 years of working out every day, like 2 years, every day in a row, not missing a day working out. However, 2 weeks ago when my knee had the injury of like housemaid's knee, I did my workout one day with it bad, but then I had to keep my knee up for like about a week, but it was more like 3 or 4 days that I kept my knee up and my leg up. And then even after that, I might not have kept it up as much, like I got out in the garden and everything else, but those first few days I was so frustrated. And yes, I told you guys that I could have done like my working out, like something to increase my heart rate and still do my workout and not miss a day. But I got so frustrated and depressed that I did not do. And one of those days I was frustrated, depressed, and I felt like really ill. So I was like, forget it. I admit defeat. And so it's less than 2 weeks, but almost 2 weeks that I haven't done my workout. But don't fret, because I'm getting back onto my eating portion sizes, like proper portion sizes, and I'm going to start doing my working out again, still taking it easy. Like I said, my knee is doing better, but I still got to take it easy. And you don't realize how much you kneel until you start paying attention to it. Even if I wanted to kneel on the bed to lean over to give Steve a kiss, or I had to look under the bed for something, so you would kneel to look under the bed. But all of these things with kneeling, I have been squatting instead of kneeling, because otherwise I'd have to wear my knee pads 24/7. So I've been squatting or like doing different positions so that I'm not on my knees at all, because I do not want this to flare up again. And when I know I'm going to be doing stuff on my knees a lot, I will use a foam pad or my knee pads. And I mean, it's not a really big deal if I'm at home all the time wearing knee pads, but in the summer it's going to be kind of sweaty and stuff. But I don't know, I get it's better than being injured. So no, my brain is just... something else I said last week, but again, you guys couldn't hear me, is that I had an offer. I have someone who's interested in buying my property in Canada, so I am looking to sell that. I'm hoping for a good price and to at least break even, if not make a little bit of a profit from what I bought the land for, because everybody said invest in property, it's an investment and blah blah blah. But so I don't know, the market, I just hope that I can at least make my money back. So we'll see how that works out, and I'll let you guys know. But that's something that is happening as well. Give me 1 second. Nova, She's trying to get Lena to play with her, so that's why you hear her barking. But Lena's an old lady and doesn't always want to play. So, anybody else have any comments? Give me something to talk about. No guests today that I know of. And it's unfortunate that, like I said last week, was Erica's 14th birthday, and she was my guest for the live, but most of it, you could see us, but you couldn't hear us. She is visiting with her boyfriend right now in the house, so that is why she's not my guest tonight, and he'll be leaving soon, because, like I said, she's not quite done school yet, but Steve's going out with his mates today. He might have already left, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to come out here and say bye to me, but he's going to cards. And what else is going on? Everybody is good. No updates on anybody else. So in my vase right here is some sweet peas that I picked from out front. They're all the same color, because the more you pick your sweet peas, the more they'll flower. I love the smell of sweet peas. And then this is a little rose, and even though I was like, oh, why is there only one single rose on there, because usually it has like a bunch of like 4 or 5, and I was like, oh, one single rose, I'll cut that for, you know, like the stem, it looks so nice. And then after I cut it, I realized that there was more buds, they just hadn't opened yet. But it's a really pretty rose. I can't remember what its name is. It's like True Blue or something. It has blue in the name of it, and even though it's not blue because they don't do a blue rose, I told Steve that we had to get it because his favorite football team is Man City and their color is blue. So we got that, I believe, last year, and it's been really, really good blooming one, and it smells nice too. So that is what is in the vase. And then I have this out back here, and it is just a like, it's like a mini petunia, so it's called a calabrosia. Is that how you say it? No, yeah, something like that. Anyways, super bells. I mean, yeah, super bells. Oh my god, my brain, why does it always like just shut off when I have to actually tell somebody else about it? Calabrosia. Yeah, so super bells. And this is actually from last year, and I kept it in the greenhouse to see if it would like recover or survive. And so I didn't let it freeze. It kind of got like, it's not even, it's not the same as if it was planted fresh, but it is doing pretty good. And I think like by the end of summer, it probably will look as good as last year. So that's really cool. Then I can overwinter flowers and keep them good. I am hoping, Steve talked about getting a new greenhouse, and that got me excited. And I have some things that I need to do to my greenhouse now if I want to overwinter stuff in there. Some of the panes are, you know, missing or broken and stuff. So if we do get a new greenhouse, I asked if I could get it before October. So that'll be very exciting. So instead of 2 small greenhouses, it would be 1 big greenhouse, and it'll be taller. So and it'll be great for overwintering things. So that's very exciting. But I won't get my hopes up until it's actually here. Because just like my garden shed that we are still going to do, I mean, it's like the kitchen. The kitchen's finally done, but it took like the whole time I've lived here. Like, I've been here like 7.5 years, and we've been talking about doing the kitchen. So I still don't have my garden shed, but eventually I'll get it. So same thing with the greenhouse. I'm hoping to have it before October, but we'll see. And I'll let you guys know, obviously, when I know more. But I think it would be really hard for me if I went back to Canada, if I moved back to Canada, to not have a greenhouse. But overwintering things in a greenhouse in Canada would be crazy, because I would have to overwinter things in a garage or in a basement, because it would be completely different having snow around it and everything. Although snow can be an insulator, it's just it's too cold on the prairies to keep things in there.
Hey, is the sound working this time?
Yeah. Do you want to come and say hi, and then...
I'll say hi. Oh, it's not my bedtime. Maybe just allowed an ice cream sandwich.
Yes.
Thank you. And
I'll move over so you can be in the shot.
since Dad went to get cards.
Has he left yet?
Yeah, he just left. He stayed alone.
You're asking me on here what if Dad's watching. Yeah, do you want to look at them and tell them how sneaky you're trying to be?
No.
Okay. Do you want to say hi to them?
Hi.
Do you want Reese to come say hi?
Only if he wants to.
I know, I wouldn't make him.
Love you.
Love you. Yes, you can have an ice cream, and yes.
Thank you. Mine?
Oh, Erica.
So mine.
Erica, because of the weather being so hot, the school, I got a text and it said you could either wear your uniform without your blazer, or you can wear your PE kit.
I'll wear my
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, so I don't have to iron her uniform for the morning because she can just wear her PE kit, which is also clean, but I don't have to iron it. So she can wear that to school tomorrow because the temperature is going to be super hot, and they don't have air conditioning here in many places, like even schools and hospitals, which is crazy, especially with like climate change and the temperatures that, I mean, it can get just as hot here as Canada. It's just not as often, or you know what I mean. Samantha says hi to Erica, but she's already gone, but I'll tell her that you said hi. So, what was I saying again? Air conditioning. Oh, but somewhere that you can rely on air conditioning here is Subway. Subway has air conditioning. But it's crazy to me because I would think that hospitals should have air conditioning, definitely. The Nova just ran over there. I don't know what she's doing. She's just acting crazy. Just making sure she's not getting into trouble. Oh my gosh. If you just saw me flinch, it's the blackbird just flew right like through here and scared me. I don't know what to name my blackbird. Do you guys want to help me name the blackbird? He's the male blackbird. He tends to everything I do in the garden. He keeps coming close to me now and wanting, he's eating around me and he's getting to know me and trusting me, and he knows that most places I go I'm watering something, so it'll bring the bugs out, or moving a pot so there'll be bugs and worms and everything for him, so he's getting more friendly. But I don't know what to call him. I call him Blackbird. Bob. My uncle. Oh shoot. My phone is not fully charged and I meant to plug it in and hope that it was charging. Let me just check to see. Okay, it looks like it's charging. There's always something with this technology, but I'm still grateful for it. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you guys and see you guys. And even like Samantha, like obviously Samantha's somebody who lives here, and her and I can do our coffee dates obviously easier than people from Canada. But at the same time, like even right now, Samantha being with Spencer in the hospital and everything, and it's not easy with a newborn, especially a newborn that has, certain issues that you have to deal with. So at least this is a little bit of a respite for Samantha, because obviously I make her day better. So this is just like something to look forward to for her, even if she does live closer to me than other people. But I hope, I do love that there is this, and I wish more of my friends would just say hi. It's frustrating because there's nothing else I can do besides be ready and available to have a coffee date, coffee, pop, tea, beer, whatever you want to drink. But I can't put myself out there more than I'm doing right now. So I wish they would now return and make the effort as well. But even if it's just Samantha and the other few who are my regulars, then that's good. I'm sorry, I'm scratching my leg. Samantha says, yes, you do make my life better. Aw, hearts. Love you. So 8:30. So I am only like 25 minutes into this rambling. No, 24 minutes. This is fine. It's not hurting or anything. But I just have most days, I don't know what topic to talk about. I'm trying to remember some of the things I talked about last week and just things that I want to keep you updated on. I just spilled on myself like normal. Okay, so, who's ready for Christmas? Just kidding. Just kidding. But you should just keep it in mind. It comes at the same time every year, and most of us are not prepared when it does get here. So if you see things in the shop now, especially if you know, if you're the people in your life like gardening and stuff like that, look for deals on things now, and summer stuff that you can find now in the shops, and buy it and put it away so that you get some of your Christmas shopping done. Christmas in July. Why are you shouting her? I don't know where she is, but what do you need?
We're making sure where she is.
Oh, okay. Check the gate because she opens the side gate. Yes. So Nova, the puppy, has learned to open the big gates because there's a lock that we put in between it, but the lock is rusted, so it's only like the loop, and we can't close the lock. So I need to get another lock tomorrow to put on there, because otherwise she moves the gate until it pulls away and opens, and then she goes out to the front. Luckily, she doesn't run out of the garden. She just tries to get through the front door so she can get upstairs to Tom's room. But we need to take care of that sooner than later. I would have liked to put a carabiner through the holes, but the carabiners are too thick, so I can hear Erica yelling at Nova somewhere, so I think she's found her. What was I talking about before all the commotion? Can you remind me if you know what I was talking about? So the other thing, like I said, is that I want to start planning my meals better. It's going to be really hot this week, and I would love to do some barbecuing, but I need to plan my meals and my portion sizes and everything. And if I do a meal plan and I go shopping and I get things ready for this week, then it'll be way better. I'll have everything ready, and I can just eat my little meals and have everything ready for everybody else, and I won't be frustrated about wanting to be out in the garden, but then I have to go inside and make supper if I already have things planned in advance. And Samantha reminded me that I was talking about having coffee with people and seeing her. Yes, I was talking about that. But then I was talking about something else after it, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, Christmas. I was talking about Christmas. But actually, it's Halloween that's coming up, and I need to talk to the person that I want to, like, plan the haunted house with. Hang on, I'm being shouted. Yes.
No one can open the front door.
If it's not closed properly.
No, it was closed. Because I heard Dad shut it.
Yeah, you need to make sure it's latched, but I know she can open the front door. So if the front door is not, closed properly, and she gets out the gate, she goes to the front of the house, she jumps up until the front door opens, and then she goes upstairs. This dog is very smart, can open doors. Like I said, she even we knew that she could get up and open the handles and push the door open in the house, our brand new oak doors. But she can also, she stands up and she pushes the handle down, and then steps backwards on her back legs, and then pulls the door open if to get it open the other way. She is a little shit, but she's a good girl, but she's very smart, so she can be a troublemaker. Hey, Nova. So yes, Halloween, that is where I need to put my focus next besides gardening, because I would love to do the haunted house, and so I want to have a location that we can do it, that it's more public, and people don't need to know where I live, where we live, but we can still share the haunted house with lots of people. So oh my goodness, I don't know. I thought it would be nice and quiet and peaceful out here, as Jackie said, but we do have a family with kids and animals and commotion, so thank goodness for the little bit of the stream in the background, because the rest of the noise doesn't ever really end. Yeah, I made quesadillas because I had grilled chicken and beef, because we had tacos the last 2 nights, but yesterday I made fresh beef and chicken, so So, what was I saying? And so, just to make it a quick and easy meal today, I made quesadillas because everybody loves them, but I haven't eaten my supper yet. And then there's chicken breast that, well, it needs to be eaten by tomorrow, but I have one big breast left that I'm going to put in. So Steve, again, wants to start eating healthy again, too, because while the kitchen was being renovated, we were not on plan with our eating, definitely. And so he's going to start taking chicken salads, and so I'll make a chicken salad tomorrow. Sorry if you can hear the dogs in the background. Lena is really loud when they play. She barks the whole time while she's playing. So you'll hear her barking, and she might sound angry, but she's not. She's just playing. I would like to get to the seaside at some point this summer too, and I don't know when that'll be. And Steve and I are still talking about family holiday. We don't know when, or, well, obviously it'll be after Erica's out of school, but we don't know when or where, if we're going anywhere this year. So let's see, what else can I talk about? I am trying to get stuff done in the garden. Like today, it says I've done 18 out of 30 minutes of exercise in the garden, and that's without even trying to reach my exercise goals. What did I do in the garden today? Oh, it was so nice today, and even in the shade, like it was too hot in the sun, but in the shade, it was just beautiful. And I had thought about sitting and reading my book, which I haven't read in so long, but it never ended up getting to that. But actually, what it was is that I was in the kitchen this morning, or was I yesterday? Well, no, I did laundry again today too and stuff. So I'm trying to get stuff done in the house as well. And even though I want to be outside, I can't put off everything in the house. So, oh yeah, I mowed the lawn today too. But it is really hot and dry, and I don't know if we're getting any rain in the forecast. So I just gotta. And the thing is, I don't even have a lot of rainwater saved. There's water in the pool. If there becomes a hose ban and stuff, then we do have water in the pool that I can use for watering plants. But I haven't saved a lot of rainwater because we got new soffits and fascia, as I told you guys before. So all the down pipes, the downspouts and everything are just going into the ground right now. I need to put my water butts, like water barrels, in so that they're collecting, and I still haven't done that. So maybe that's something that I should set up soon. Part of the problem is that it's where the downspouts are. They just put them back in the same places they were before, and none of them are convenient places to have a water butt. So I don't know how I'm gonna arrange that. I'm gonna have to, I don't know how I'm gonna collect rainwater, but plants like rainwater better anyways, and I'd rather be better for the environment. So, but yeah, I'll let the lawn go dormant if it needs to without rain. But the farmers need rain too, so I hope that it could rain here. I can't remember. Steve was watching something in Australia, and I don't know if it was current from this year, but the people that they were talking to, it had been a drought for I can't remember how many years, 3 years or something. That it's just really sad and crazy, and I know that I'm sure California is going to have another not good year with dry weather and forest fires and stuff. But it makes me sad that people are still denying climate change when we can see it all over the place. Samantha's funny. She told me to collect rainwater in my hands or in a bucket. Do you know that in some states it's actually illegal to collect rainwater? It's illegal to interfere with the rain. And it sounds crazy and funny, but it's because if you think about, like we just talked about with the drought and stuff, if you have abundance of rain like we do here, then it makes sense that you could collect it. But in certain places, the rain needs to go into the ground, I guess, to keep the water table high. I have no idea why, But yeah, if there's very minimal rain, then I guess they don't want people like hoarding the water. I don't know. I'm just glad that we can collect rain here. So I need to take a drink because it's getting very dry. I honestly don't know what this is about. I see that my friend Elsa is watching, and I've known Elsa since grade 4. And Elsa, a funny thing that my sister Tina just told me today is, so another friend of ours that I've known since grade 1 is Jeanette, and Jeanette grew up a few blocks away from my house, or I grew up a few blocks away from her house, however you want to look at it. But my sister Tina just found out that like right in her neighborhood, like a block away, is where Jeanette as an adult with her family lives, right by Tina. So I thought that was funny that we grew up so close to Jeanette and her siblings, and now her kids and Tina's kids are really close. She found that out when, but with the lemonade stand that Tina's kids did today, because I guess they went knocking on a few doors just to let people know that they had a lemonade stand, and one of the houses they knocked on was Jeanette's. So interesting fact. And then Elsa signing on. Elsa and Jeanette were best friends like since grade 4, since Elsa came to the school. So like inseparable best friends. So I just thought that was a weird coincidence that there was Elsa and Jeanette in my life today, the same day. So what else is new? I need to clean the office like really bad in the house and get some stuff done. But like I said, the weather is going to be so lovely that it's so hard to take myself away from being outside to like go and do housework. But my desk is like, I just keep piling the mail, like the post, onto my desk, and all the receipts when I go shopping, and like everything else is just getting piled onto my desk. So that is something that needs to get done sooner than later. But like I said, I want to be outside all the time, but I have to. So maybe I would say if I got up early enough that, you know, when it's still cool, that I would stay in the house. But even, no matter what time I wake up, if the sun's shining, I just want to be outside. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm just, you know, letting you know what my to-do list is. Not that you guys care, but it helps me focus and think about what I need to do as well. Steve said he has some meetings this week, so that means that because Tom still doesn't have his driver's license, he goes into work with his dad. But if Steve has meetings that aren't at the factory, like at his office, then like if he has meetings elsewhere, then Tom doesn't go into work because he has no way of getting there. So then he'll be home to watch the dog. So then I can go out. So saying that, Samantha, I will find out what days Steve's supposed to have meetings. And if you do get home with Spencer, then maybe we'll talk about what day is good for me to come and visit you. So what else can we talk about? I can't believe how many of my friends have kids, and the kids are growing up, and we're becoming grandparents, and I just don't feel that old. That, I mean, I know my husband is older than me, so I understand that we're going to be grandparents before you know it, but it's just crazy to me that I'm old enough to be a grandma even on my own. Without, I mean, Allison is 18, we're not saying that. I'm just saying that some of my friends had kids before me, so that's why their kids are older and they're already grandparents. It's just life goes by very quickly, too quickly in fact, and I don't want to take a moment for granted. But I love our house, I love our family, I love our garden. I'm very happy with life, and I love my friends, and I miss so many people that I don't get to see or talk to as often as I want to. And this is a problem. I said this in our group, like Samantha's, like the fitness group that I'm in with Samantha and her mom and a few other ladies. And I wrote this huge long thing explaining all my fitness stuff with like my eating and everything else. And I said, and I'm so shit at like going in and reading the messages and keeping in touch and everything else, even though we support each other. I think about them every day, and you know what I mean? If I'm doing my weights, I put my information in every day, but I don't actually like comment. But I wrote this really long thing, and I said, I'm shit at keeping in touch, but when I do, you can't get me to shut up. And that's the thing with this too. I'm so bad at like contacting my individual friends individually and saying what's up, how things going, and everything else. But once you got me talking, like on Rambling Hour and everything, I like for the most part I won't shut up, especially if I have something to talk about or a topic. This is a really pretty rose back here, and actually the funny thing is that this rose it's like a carpet rose, like that means it like spreads out and there's lots of flowers, and it's actually at the front of this like border thing that I made. Everything in here is in pots, and at the front of it it's just full of these pink roses, but what it's sent, because it just carpets wherever it can, it's sent a shoot back here and has flowers back here. That's one of the reasons I thought this would be a good place to do my live. So Nova just ran past again. I need to get a skip too, which is like a dumpster for my North American friends, because from the kitchen renovations and the bathroom renovations, I have like so much stuff piled up on the side of the house. I just thought of that when I saw Nova go over there, that we need to get rid of all that stuff, so that that is where our next project will be, which is the extension for the house, which will be the utility room, a walk-in closet for our bedroom. Well, the garage will be our bedroom, so the walk-in closet will be attached to that. The garage isn't our bedroom yet, but the whole extension will be that, and they'll have a little workout room, and then a little, we don't know what we're going to use the last bit for, if it's going to be like a shop, like a little garage, like for tools and everything, or if we're just going to make the utility room and the pantry and the home gym and the walk-in closet bigger with that extension. So that's very exciting. That is the next project. And I need to paint the ceiling in the bathroom downstairs too, because we are in the middle of renovations there, but the floor needs to be tiled and everything else. But I think that it'll just be quicker to, I mean, not quicker, but easier to do, to paint the ceiling while none of the good, like the nice tiles are in, none of the, the walls aren't painted and everything yet, and the new furniture, whatever kind of countertops and stuff we're having for the sink and everything in the bathroom, I might as well paint it now when nothing's done, so that if I make a mess, which I'm very messy, especially painting a ceiling, then yeah, it's better to do it now. But again, it's the weather. It won't take me long to paint that ceiling because it's a bathroom, but it's about getting in there and doing it. I was actually wearing my painting clothes today, because I don't know if you can tell, but the white hair has miraculously gone. No, I dyed my hair today, so when I put the dye in, I was wearing my painting clothes, I had the dye in my hair, and I came back outside in the garden to be out here for the hour while I waited for the hair dye to take. So it's been a very productive day, and like I said, you can hear Lena barking in the background. Is one of those things, isn't it? This might look beautiful, but life is still life for all of us. It's not, like I have technology problems, my knee, dog barking, kids, like life is life, and don't be fooled by anybody on social media when it looks like they have a perfect life, because no matter how perfect the life looks, it's still a life. We still have things, struggles and things that we need to, deal with and everything else. So I know there's even people who I think like, oh, I love their house and the location, and it seems like they have such a great life, but they're just human. They're still going to get colds. Oh, that was Lena that walked by this time. They're still going to get colds. They're still going to have to deal with, loss and then have celebrations and everything too. I'm not trying to just make this a downer thing, but, so, well, hi, Lena. Hi. You have to come over here if you want people to see you. Lena's come to visit, but she's on the other side. There's a table here that I have the light on, and she's on the other side of it. Here. Good girl. Can you bring your head up more? You can hear Lena, even if you can't see her. I can tilt this down a bit, I probably. Lena. Hi. You can see the stream too. All the way. I could have sat over here. I could even sit here, there now. Just scooch here and have a bit of a different view. And actually, yeah, that looks nice. And actually on this path here is where Nova kept running. So if Nova comes this way, you'll be able to see Nova. And then my head will cover the barbecue. I love our garden. I've worked so hard on this garden, and one day when everything's done, again, Steve won't want me to probably open it to the NHS. I mean what is it called? Yeah, NHS. No, that's National Health Service. What's the Horticultural Society? Oh my God, what is it called? Yes, Samantha was here. I mean, she stopped by and was visiting when I was making the stream, so she was here when I was digging it out. RHS, Royal Horticultural Society. No, not the National Trust, but yeah, whoever it is that you register your garden with, and people are able to do tours in your garden. I would love to be able to do that, but I don't think Steve will want people, coming through our garden. But maybe one day I'll have it featured when I feel like it's at the right place. I'll have it featured in a magazine. That was my goal in Canada too, was to get my garden to look like the ones in the magazines and have it featured in a magazine. So hopefully one day this garden will. I know that there's photos and stuff like that I mean, picturesque areas of my garden that already look like they could be, but it's not yet at a point where I want it featured in a magazine. So it's getting there though, always. So we'll see. Samantha says I'll do the tours. Yes, I'm sure you'll be able to tell them what all the plants are and answer any of their questions. I'm reaching my drink. It's too far away now. It is a lovely evening, and I turned the phone, but I haven't turned the light, and even though I'm really bright still, I mean the ring light is there, but the sun, it might have gone down, I don't know, but it's still not dark yet, so it's really good. And look at, I always have my hair up, and well, almost always, obviously it's not up right now, it's half up, but yeah, there's these curls and I want to play with them, but you guys don't want to just watch me playing with my hair, so good times. So I wish that people could be here with me in my garden having a visit, but this is the next best thing. So one day I'll have people over and I'll have garden parties, and Steve probably won't want to be part of it, so maybe we'll just do I'm in England, so I can do afternoon tea parties. The same thing with the house and the garden. They're both really coming along slowly but surely. And actually, that's the way that, as much as you want it to all be done so that you can have people over and see it, it's kind of nice that it is a step at a time, because it gives you something to do. If it was all done, then you wouldn't really have any projects. So I rarely sit down like this, and not just in general to take a rest, but even just to this is one of the best places, and I love that I made this next to the stream, and this is where I want to sit and read my book and just put my feet up, because this is like a little love seat, and then there's the little chairs and stuff, and I want to be able to sit here and read my book and everything, but I never give myself the time to just sit down and relax. So it is very interesting to be able to sit here now and just look around and look at how the garden has come together all these years, and I'm just super impressed and excited about the progress that has happened in here and everything that will continue to happen. Over behind me where I said the fish pond is, I've been behind where the fish pond is. It's like this big, it was a bed, it was probably a flower bed from the old people, but I put like fence panels in the middle stacked up so it looks like a dock coming out into the like next to the pond, and then on either side of it I'm digging them out to be a bog. I've already done the right one a couple of years ago, but I'm digging out the left side to be a bog as well. And what I want it to be like is what to have like cattails and stuff in it, so that it feels like when you're sitting on the dock, it will feel like that it's actually like jetting out into the pond, and the pond and the bogs will feel like one big piece. So obviously I need to dig out the pond for it to be a pond, but I'm digging out that bog behind it first, which is, sorry, that's Nova. Just, hi baby. Hi Nova. You good? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hi Nova. You a good girl? You a good girl? Yeah? Yes, you're a good girl. So, that is something that I've been working on, and I'm using the dirt slowly. I'm also using that dirt that I dig out of it for pots and stuff like that. And as I'm gonna I'm taking the dirt either to use in pots and stuff that I need, or I'm taking it to the raised beds to fill the raised beds. And then you're saying like, well, why, if you do all that, what are you gonna put back in the bog? But I'm gonna, some of the dirt from the pond, once I get down as many feet as I want to do in the bog, I'm gonna start on the pond, and then I'll use that soil to go back, like I'll line the bog and everything else. But so you guys got to see Nova. Lena's just lying over there, being a good girl. And yeah, she might have dirtied my shirt a little bit, but not muddy because it's dry right now, right? So, well, I've gotten through almost all of this with my voice, but it's still doing good. Mommy's here now. Hi, Mommy. I hope you're having a good day, Mom. You are just in time for the last 8.5 minutes, but that's okay. As I said at the beginning, I'm not technically sick. Just the last few nights when I've gone to bed, my throat's been sore at night, and kind of like, so I guess there's something going on, but the rest of my body doesn't feel sick. So I've had headaches too, but I think I know I clenched my teeth, and I've been doing it like at night, like, so I need to find my mouth guard to wear at night, so that it takes the pressure from when I'm clenching my teeth. The mouth guard takes the pressure instead of my jaw, and so then I won't have the headaches that I wake up with. Mom says she's weeding, so yeah, I guess it's afternoon there, so you are in the, hopefully it's not too hot right now. Has it stopped raining? I know I've seen posts and stuff that on the prairies, and my mom told me that it's been raining a lot there. So excuse me, have you guys got some sunshine instead of rain? Mom says weeding my garden. She has a huge vegetable garden. I don't know if they've planted the whole long garden, like the whole part of it, or if they've only done a section of it, or what. Yes, I have had a very good live with you guys. I'm happy to have gotten ready for it again, and I hope to continue to do that. There'll be the odd one where I might not feel like getting ready, but I'm going to make an effort to have a date with you guys, and just like I would get ready if I was going out for coffee with you in real life. I mean, this is real life as well, but it's just virtual. You know what I mean? I have to put the effort in for these as well. So I look forward to my friends and family like wanting to go out for coffee with me, taking an hour out of their week, getting a drink, sitting down and interacting with me, and maybe even being my guest. Mom says it rained yesterday, not today. Well, that's good. Then the weeds should be easy to pull out. Mucky and you know, dirty, but easy to pull the weeds out if the ground is nice and moist from the rain from yesterday. So I hope you have a good day out in the garden, Mom. I still have some time in the garden, hopefully, because it's not completely dark yet or anything, but it is coming to that time of the day when I have to admit that the day is almost done and I need to go inside and, you know, do other things. But maybe I will just sit here when I'm done my live, and because my phone is charging, I can just sit here and my glasses are right there and sit here and read for a bit until it gets too dark. Although my phone has, it's backlit, right? So maybe I need to do that. Just sit and enjoy the garden that I've built that more than I do. You know, I do all this work and I don't sit and enjoy it. I take photos all the time of it and I'll look back at the photos, but there's a difference between looking at photos of the garden and actually being in it 3D present, hearing the birds, hearing the stream. And I love that what you hear right now when you listen to the stream isn't where the water is coming in. It's actually this tiny little waterfall here that you can't see it. It's around the corner, but it's the little waterfall that I built that's making the noise. So let's listen again. Oh, there's a motorbike right now. Let's wait till after the motorbike is not making noise. Oh, okay, is it done? Mom says, I can show you later. So yeah, Mom, I would love to see your garden and how it's coming along. So if you put your garden in the 3rd week in May and it's already July, it should be coming along really nicely. Unfortunately for me, my tomatoes are still pretty small. My sunflowers are like that. And yeah, it's there's lots of things that are doing great, and I love that I have an established garden, and so perennials and everything are doing lovely. But as far as the seeds that I did, it didn't go that great with a lot of my seeds. Some of them have taken, but even other flowers that I've grown are not. By the end of August, September, they will probably look amazing, but they're not where I would have liked them to be right now. Oh yeah, Mom says weeds too. My phone, my watch is just telling me that I had a perfect standing week. That means that I've stood for, I don't know if it's a minute, at 1 minute an hour for at least 12 hours in the day. So I had a perfect standing week. That doesn't surprise me at all. But my exercise is not what it was before. I am hoping that you're not hearing the noise in the background right now because it is a dog being sick. So that I don't think it's loud enough for you guys to hear, but so like I've said this week, I have some things that I need to get done, but I don't have anything that is super pressing. I don't have any appointments that I have to get to or have to do, so I can update you guys next week with what I actually did do besides being in the garden as much as I can. The other thing I'm doing, like I've told you guys before, I'm trying to love the plants I have and not buy new ones. So I'm trying to compress plants and put more of the ones in pots into the ground if I can find room anywhere, and I'm trying to or even put some in pots into, you know, like this one and that one into the same pot so that I have less pots to water and everything else. I'm trying to love what I have and make the best of it and not buy more plants. And so the benefits of that is that it's like once everything is in its place, and then it's less that I have to do to take care of things and everything. I can just enjoy it more, and it's really working out nicely. The garden is looking absolutely amazing. I love it so much, and hopefully every week that if it's not raining, I can share another piece of the garden with you while we're in gardening season. Although gardening season is all year round here, so even in the winter I could technically sit out in the garden if the weather is nice and I dress warm. But yes, I have had a great visit with you guys. Whether you're watching this right now or you're watching this later, I hope you've had a wonderful week, and we will see you next week. Mom says FaceTime me. I will FaceTime you as soon as I'm done my live, Mom. I love you guys. We'll see you next week, and take care. Bye.